everyone, and welcome once more. You guessed it, I've got another tutorial for you guys, and you're probably wondering what's in my hand here. It's actually a Nintendo Wii that me and my wife just purchased off eBay, and they had some kind of a bid going on with it, so we jumped on it and see what the outcome would be, and we actually outbid everybody and got it. It had come with quite a few accessories, good stuff, and like 7 games. I'll be showing you that here in a second, but the plan was to go online and buy an extra controller for my other Wii down here, so me and her can play a game or two together. That was the plan, but she come across this one, and so yeah, like I said, we jumped on it and we actually outbid everyone on it. So check it out. I'll show you the accessories that come with it, and then we'll get started with the tutorial here. So I'm going to show you real quick what I got. Of course, as you can see, I've got my console here. I actually got the sensor bar and the power cables, the video and audio cables downstairs hooked to the TV. I've got 2 Wii remotes with the nunchucks here. It comes with 7 games, which I'm not worried about the games because this thing's fixing to be hacked, and I've got plenty of games on my hard drive, so I ain't worried about that. And plenty more coming too. I've got a Wii Pad remote. Now this is pretty cool, guys. I went online and I found a lot of generics on there, but this is actually the Nintendo brand. The Wii, as you can see, it says Wii right there. So yeah, that's pretty cool right there. I've been wanting that for a while. But I've got the steering wheel here. This is for like Mario Kart or any kind of other racing game or whatever. I got this contraption here. I guess the Wii remote goes into that thing, and the nunchuck right here, and you play like hunting games or whatever with that. I'll probably use that every now and then, but not, well, I don't play much of that. So, but that's it, guys. So this one right here will actually stay downstairs, so I don't have to keep unhooking my red one if I want to play in another room or whatever. Now we got one for downstairs and all that good stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with this tutorial. I got to get this thing hooked up first, and I got to go into it and get the MAC address, and I'll show you all how to get that so that we can use it on the computer to create an exploit. So alright, guys, meet me here at the Wii after I get it hooked up, and we'll get started. Okay, guys, so the first thing, like I said, we're going to do, we're going to grab up the MAC address. So we're going to go down here to Wii options, go to Wii settings, as you can see, guys, I am running version 4.3U. Now that's something else that you need to remember. You probably need to write that down, but anyway, just remember the version Wii that you have, okay? I'm going to scroll on over to the internet, go to console information, and that's where it's going to bring up your MAC address here. We need to go ahead and write that down because this is what we're going to use to create our exploit, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and write that down, and then I'll meet you at the computer. Okay, guys, so I'm going to make this nice and quick. Now, you remember the MAC address that I had you write down from your Nintendo Wii console? Well, we're actually fixing to put that to use in creating an exploit using Letterbomb. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to mosey on over to that website there. And don't worry, guys, this website, as well as all the other websites where I'm going to grab up a few other files, will be down in the description. So no worries there. Okay? Alright, so the first thing we need to do, we need to check off what version we have. Now, depending on what part of the world you live in, it determines the version. So I live in the US, so I'm going to go with the 4.3U. Now, if you live in Europe, you'll be checking off the 4.3E. If you live in Japan, you'll be checking off the 4.3J. The 4.3K, guys, I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure where this is at. Maybe it's Asia or somewhere. I'm not sure. You just have to look that up, but I'm sorry I can't help you there. But This next line here is where you're going to type in your MAC address. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so once you got that typed in, you're going to scroll on down here and you're going to see this right here. Bundle the Hackney installer for me. Just make sure that's checked. That's all you got to do. And then we're going to jump down here to the CAPTCHA, and you're going to type in what you see in this little window here. I see 817, so that's what I'm going to type in. 817. Okay. After that's done, it gives you a choice of whether to cut the red wire or cut the blue wire. Guys, this is totally a joke. You can click on either one you want to. The last weed that I hacked was my red weed, and I used the red tab here. I'm simply just going to go with the blue tab this time, just for the heck of it. Then it will ask you where you want to save your exploit. I'm simply going to save it to the desktop there. Okay. Alright, so here's our exploit. What we want to do is extract it to a folder. Okay. Now here's all of our files necessary for our exploit. Now what you want to do, we're going to copy all these files right here to an SD card. But first, what I would do, guys, I would go ahead and format it to a FAT32. I got the volume label as we, so I'm just going to hit start just to format it real quick. Okay, so that's done. Now we're simply just going to paste all the contents of that folder onto this SD card. And that's it, guys. And we'll mosey on over to the Wii, and I'll show you the next steps. Alright, let's go. Alright guys, so I got my Wii booted up. I got my SD card in with my exploit on it. And the next step we need to do is come over here to our message board and click on that. And we need to find our exploit. And there it is. That's what it looked like, guys. It's a red envelope with a bomb in it. That is our exploit. What we're going to do, we're going to click on it. Okay, all this is normal. This is just saying, you know, there's some, if you pay for any kind of software like this to hack your weed, then you pretty much got scammed. So you need to demand your money back. No big deal. Alright, so we're going to hit number 1 to continue. What we're going to do, we're going to scroll up. Well, sorry, not yet. Hit A to continue, and then we're going to scroll up to where it says install the Homebrew Channel. We click A, scroll up, hit yes to continue, and that should install the Homebrew Channel, which it did. Okay, we're going to hit A to continue. We're going to scroll down to boot me, hit A button, and you can either install it as a boot to or an iOS. Now I know on my newer Wii, the red Wii that I got, it only had the option of a boot to, not the iOS. But I'm gonna go ahead and install it as a boot to anyway. Hit yes. Yes. This will actually, I think this copies it onto the internal memory and not on the SD card. If you install it as an iOS, it goes onto the SD card, but I think this actually installs it into the actual system memory. Okay, hit A to continue, and now we can scroll down, return to the main menu. Go to exit, hit the A button. This is our Homebrew channel. We can simply just hit the home button to exit it. Okay, and there's the Homebrew channel, guys. Now you're able to install emulators or things like that. Um, Now we'll go back down to the computer and we'll grab up a few more files. I really try to get you started on how to play the backups of your GameCube games and your Wii games off your USB. And I'm also going to throw in the Homebrew Browser. That way y'all can just go into that, download emulators or whatever. So let's go down there and do that real quick. Okay, guys. So now we're going to download a few files here. So I'm going to go over here to Google real quick. The first one we're going to download is called a mod pack. Now this has quite a few iOS's in there and a couple other things. So we can go ahead and start the download of that. We're going to save it to the desktop there. Okay. Our next one, we're just going to go on down the line here. This is DIOS Miles Essentials. What DIOS Miles is, this allows you to play your backup GameCube games off your USB. That's simply what this is. So we're going to start this download. My computer is a little slow, so we can save it to the desktop also. This is Wad Manager 1.7. This actually all it does is it helps you to install WADs on your Nintendo Wii. Install channels or whatever. That's what that does. So we're going to go ahead and install that. Save it to the desktop. Our next one is a configurable USB loader WAD file. This pretty much will make a channel for your USB loader using the Wad Manager. So we're going to save that to the desktop. This is our configurable USB loader 7.0. We just downloaded the forwarder to that to make a channel. So we're going to go ahead and download this. And we're going to save it to the desktop. The next one is the Homebrew Channel forwarder. And again, this is a forwarder. This will create a channel on your Nintendo Wii, so you don't have to keep going into the Homebrew Channel to boot the app up. Save it to the desktop. And this here, guys, this is the actual Homebrew Browser app here. What it does, you can go in there and you can download different emulators and games, and it also has utilities and media that you can download from this app. So it's a pretty good app. So we're going to go ahead and download it, save it to the desktop. Okay. Now we're going to minimize it. What in the world is this mess? Okay, anyway. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to unpack this mod pack here. And what's in it? This is what we have in it right here. So what we're going to do simply is we're going to copy all the contents of this into our onto our SD card, pretty much. Paste it right in there just like that. Okay, we got that in there. We can actually delete that. We don't need it. Next one we're going to do is our USB loader. Oh man, what am I doing? We're going to extract it to a folder. This is our forwarder. I'm going to open her up. in SD root. Okay, so we're simply gonna copy these over into our SD card. Okay, what it should have did, it should have merged all this. There it is right there. Alrighty. And now there's a USB loader folder there. Okay, so we're good there. We can delete these. Now as for our let's wait a minute. Oh wow, I don't have time to wait on that thing, man. We're going to go ahead and extract these into a folder. And where did it go? There it is. We're going to extract the folder. This here is all we need here. We just simply going to copy and paste it into the apps folder right here. You see there it is right there. Alright. Open up our folder here. We're going to grab up this WAD file here and copy it right into our WAD folder here. We're going to paste it. I wanted to go through here and check out let's see here. Okay, well anyway, alright, we're good there. Alright, so let's delete these. We're done with those. Let's go ahead with our Wad Manager here. This is simply just a WAD file. That's all it is. And you know where this is going by now. Just simply copy it and we'll paste it right into our paste it right inside there just like that. And now we can delete these two. Alright, now all we got is our DIOS MIOS. We're going to extract it into a folder. What we have here, guys, we have a WAD file here, 3 WAD files, and a couple folders. What we're going to do, we're going to take these 2 folders here, simply just copy and paste it to the root of our SD card. As for the apps folder, it's just going to merge, and I'll show you that. I actually want to make sure too that it actually merged it. So yeah, it did. It merged it. So we're good there. We're going to take these 3 WAD files here and we're going to copy those. Stick them in our WAD folder here and paste. Okay, it seems like we got to. Okay, we'll just replace the file. Alright, cool. Alright. And guys, that is it. Now we'll go back over to the Wii and we'll get to installing all this stuff. Okay guys, so what we're going to do now, we're going to jump into the Homebrew channel here and start it up. Now guys, don't worry about none of this stuff here yet. What we need to look for is this right here, this Wii mod. What we need to do is just click on it and go to load. Okay, here's our menu. What we need to do is scroll down to Wad Manager and click the A button. And this will bring up all the contents that's in that WAD folder that we had created on the SD card. Now, if you can see at the very bottom down there, it has a number of options. What we want to do, we want to install this entire folder here. Well, so down here at the bottom, I don't know if you can see it, but number 1, it says install all WADs in folder. So we want to hit the number 1 button here to do that. And it just mentions that you have 59 files marked for installation. Do you want to proceed? And of course you want to hit the A button to proceed. Now guys, this is going to take some time, maybe 10-15 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes. So I'm going to skip over this part, okay? Okay guys, I done rebooted my system and went through to make sure everything was there, and it actually is. We have our dial mouse right here. Here's our Homebrew Browser there. WeFlow, NeoGamma channel. That's how you boot your GameCube CDs in your system. These two will boot your Wii games off your USB. We'll just go into this one right here real quick. Okay, so here's the Wii games that I have. Now some of you, your Wii games won't have any covers. You won't see the covers like these right here. I've already went and copied my my save file from my other SD card under this one, so I can show you all these covers and everything. What all you would do is go, if you don't have a cover, you just go to Manage, and then you just go right here to download missing covers and just click on that, and it will show up. Your game will show up with art on it, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I'm actually going to go through and show you that one works. How about New Super Mario Brothers? Okay. There you go. It actually works, guys. Now I'll show you that the Dios Miles works. So I'm gonna reboot my system real quick. Okay, so now we're gonna go over to the Dios Miles here. We're gonna go into it. Now, guys, remember you have to have a GameCube controller for this. And okay, here's all my games right down here. Now right above that it says current device. Now when you first boot this thing up, it will have as the current device the SD card, and you simply just hit over on your D-pad to select USB, and then you just hit the A button or whatever. But I'll show you real quick. Let's check out Bomber. It's all in Japanese, of course. But there you go, guys. The GameCube works on this thing, so this should really get y'all started. The emulators are much easier to install and all that good stuff as far as the games and all. But I'll have to make another tutorial on how to get these GameCube games and Wii games onto your hard drive, because there are programs you have to use to do that. And I'll try to make a tutorial here soon about that. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And I'm going to end this tutorial now, guys. I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I hope it helps all you guys out. Let's get started anyway. And if you like my tutorials, like and subscribe. If you don't, then unlike and don't subscribe. So I hope I helped somebody out anyway. But okay, I'll see y'all guys later, guys, and that's it. See y'all guys on the next tutorial or whatever video I do. Thanks for watching.